Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Well, good morning. What a way to wake up. We are, wow, we hit our target super fast. Uh, I thought maybe it would take us a couple of days to hit our 23,000 that we had expected yesterday. And yesterday, I definitely called the fact that we were not going to be closing our candle in the 20,000 range. We were going to be in the 21,000 range. There's just, when you break these long-term resistance points, there is just an explosion that happens. This is what I wish I had a big futures account or like an options account on Bitcoin, because breaking this is just, you just know it's going to happen. It cannot break something this monumental without a ton of power. And now we're way up into 23,500 land, and it's just getting amazing. When we see a couple of days in a row where we have absolute vertical, we're going to get up to a consolidation period pretty fast. So whether that consolidation period brings us back to 20, I'm not entirely sure, but even if we created another flag, when you're going this steep, we're going to get there pretty quick. We might have a day or two left of this momentum, and then we'll be kind of reevaluating. So I know everyone's crying tears of joy that we're just going absolutely vertical, but from a trader's point of view, this makes me a little aware. This makes me a little wary. This enthusiasm will die out, and usually, the harder you go up, the harder you come down. What we're looking for, because we're up here in no man's land. This is when you're in all-time high territory. This is all blue sky, and you can do Fibonacci extensions and things to kind of figure out kind of where you think we will go next. But the truth is, margins or the resistance is a lot thinner up here, so these will move a lot quicker. So we're going to be watching for candle patterns to see where the top is. And so the next time you see a day with a giant long wick on it, that will be our top. And on a weekly chart, if we have a weekly chart that has a giant long wick on it, that will likely start our correction. So those are the things we're really watching for on Bitcoin. I've just compared the current 4-year cycle with the last 4-year cycle. And you can see that this move above our prior all-time high, so I'm on a weekly chart, is quite a bit early. We are here in December, the week of December the 14th, and last time when we were December 14th-ish, we were just coming up to our all-time high for the first time and rejected in January. And then January was a little bit of a down month, and then February. So February 27th was where we had finally had a close on a weekly above our prior all-time high. And then we came back down and found support on our 21-week moving average. And then it wasn't until April 24th that we finally showed support above the prior all-time high, and we were off to the races to get to our thing. Once we finally got above there, it wasn't that long. It took us only about 225 days to get to our all-time high. And this chart just seems like we're there early. And I think it's very similar to what happened in 2019 when we finally bottomed, and then we started coming up, and everyone got so excited, and we went a little too high and had a rough about 8 or 9, 10 months after that. And then we finally were able to find our footing, where this kind of slow growth kind of propelled us up. So this is going to be a different 4-year cycle. It's just going to be. We still need support in the charts, or things will get really shaky. But if we do something like we did back in July, where we just kind of ran and really ran hard, when people think that in December of 2021 we're going to be at this incredible high, we might be at our incredible high by May or June. Like, we could get there much faster, but the best thing that could possibly happen is we start getting some good support and building up our structure better. From the bird's eye view, it looks like we're probably going to get there a little earlier. There's a lot of hype in the media, and if we do have companies putting billions of dollars into Bitcoin, it's going to be a feeding frenzy. So anyway, try to keep your head when times get exciting like this, and really look at things from an analytical perspective, not from a purely emotional perspective. Because on a weekly chart, we are vertical. Like, this is amazing how high we are. And so, this period of rest, it was definitely a rest, but it was definitely not a correction. So we're gonna take our steps cautiously forward, and keep hoping that everything keeps building upon what we have, because it is pretty incredible. As for the altcoin market, we are taking a beating. We broke out of our channel very, very, very hard today. Yesterday, I was actually amazed that we had such a big day on Bitcoin, and then we retreated and landed inside of our channel. Today, no way. We are absolutely out. So alts are getting killed today, which is fine. We got to just roll with whatever the market delivers. A lot of my alt positions, I've placed orders to break even, and I am waiting for the next entry. So the further it falls and the harder it falls, the better those entries will be. So just being patient on that. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, you can see how once we got into this green zone, we have started really climbing. So I'll be watching this. When we finally exit our green zone, that will be probably our best indicator that alt season is here. Normally they don't really sneak up on us, that we will have time to plan and prepare. So we'll be watching this pretty closely, and we'll see how that goes. Our microcaps, they've started entering this red zone now, and they're falling fast. We definitely lost our footing right here with Bitcoin taking off. But it's all good. It's all crypto. We're rolling with it. This is what happens when you're so rich from all of your Bitcoin trading that you're just looking for ways to spend your money. So we'll all be driving around in one of these babies pretty soon. So a lot of our large cap altcoins have finally succumbed to the Bitcoin dominance. This is why our dominance changed so much. When Ethereum drops out, a lot of everything else drops out. So we lost our 50. This is a pretty long stem though, so with our day not over yet, it'll be interesting to see how things play out. But with Bitcoin on an absolute tear, there's a lot of focus on Bitcoin, and it's taken away from some of our excitement on Ethereum. A lot of these have kind of sold off, but there are 3 coins that I wanted to highlight that are still holding strong. Decred, we may have lost the 200, but it's early. But the position of the 50 and our golden cross coming up here soon puts it in a pretty nice position. Litecoin is blowing my mind. We were down earlier, and the Litecoin, whatever you call it, army or group or something, maybe they're the Litecoin Navy, who knows? But they have decided that Litecoin is not going away, and it might be that. And see, this is kind of the psychological thing that can happen, is that when Bitcoin takes off, the dollar value of all the alts can go up if they're stable against Bitcoin. And so if the dollar value starts going up, then you can get a lot of people jumping on some alts. So Litecoin is definitely the beneficiary of this. I mean, we're currently up 7% against Bitcoin, which is already up 9% on the day, 10%. So that is wild. So this may capture the attention of some whales and some people that are on PayPal or whatever to start looking very seriously at Litecoin. If we can break above some of these tops, it's going to be set up for quite a run. But yeah, this is exciting. We found support on the 50 even during yesterday's run, and now we are reaching for the stars. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on Litecoin. That thing is amazing right now. And the other one that's kind of a surprise, because everything else is down like 8%, look at XRP. Somehow, XRP mustered a bounce off the 50. So when Bitcoin took off yesterday, XRP started off following the rest of the crowd, but once we got back up to break even, we just launched off of this 50-week moving average and 50-day moving average. And today, we have a crazy looking candle because we were trying to sell off earlier, but now we've got this huge support wick, and we're back to where we closed. So we might see some upside on XRP, surprisingly, in this thing. This is another one of those examples that a lot of people are watching the USD price of XRP, and so it will get a lot more dollars and a lot more attention, thinking that it's on a run when it's sort of just keeping pace with Bitcoin. But the Bitcoin chart is the one that tells you, are you gaining against Bitcoin or are you not gaining against Bitcoin? So this is why we look at the Bitcoin charts, so that we know where the fastest horse is. But yeah, a couple of amazing coins. The rest of them, we will wait for a nice solid low and we will recatch them at the bottom. And when we finally have a turn in the altcoin market, they will be, anything that we may have made a 50% or 100% return on, if we can sell off pretty good, those will end up being triples or quadruples. So it is absolutely fine. We'll let those babies sell off and we'll catch them when they land. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably one or two of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.